Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ellison Cruz, and after our expedition in the Sparkling Labyrinth, I'd like to welcome you back to the black sheep of the Pikmin series, aptly titled Hey Pikmin, as Pixel is rubbing up against the mic. She really likes the fact that it's not a mainstay Pikmin game, but rather a spin-off. We have entered the Ravaged Rustworks, and we're about to enter the Lonely Tower. These series of levels I actually really enjoy, and it's not really for the reasons why you'd think, but they do a couple of things differently here, so that's nice. So immediately you'll notice just a ton of rusty, just degenerative things off in the background, as well as Mokwi, who's just kind of hanging out, doing his own business. So we're gonna have to circumnavigate him with the addition of this new creature that apparently doesn't affect him. Thank you. Those are called flatter chucks, and essentially they will propel you into higher areas. Are you okay, Pixel? Am I bothering you? I'm sorry. I'm bothering everybody else. We'll grab that heart for good measure, even though we did not hurt ourselves, and we'll continue onwards. Hopefully we'll be able to find some Pikmin soon, but it's not looking too likely right now. We've also got the introduction of a new enemy over there. It's called a shooting spinner, or spiner, I think. There's only one N in that, but he only works to serve as a bit of a obstacle on our path, but it's not going to stop us from getting our first treasure, which is named the Metal Bagel. I don't think I like the sound of that. It's painful, not very pleasant. We'll keep on going up the Lonely Tower, all alone. And we're gonna hopefully avoid the Smokeway over here and continue our ascent. The end of the stage is directly to the right, so we're close, but we've got ourselves Pikmin here that are kind of stuck, and for some reason, despite doing it in the first cutscene that we ever saw them in and breaking through Crystal, they can't do it unless we throw it at them, so it's kind of a shame. We'll have to come back for those and hopefully find some Pikmin on the way up. I don't know. It doesn't seem very likely, but we'll continue on our merry way. More spiners. That just sounds so odd and not great. Also, we have more of these. I'll take some more sparklium. Oh, okay, maybe not. We'll get on the way down, because we've got quite a ways to climb. Okay, so maybe we'll go and grab these. And I think that is a cave we'd like to go. Mr. Scutterchuck, or excuse me, Flatterchuck, thank you. Let's move in here. And, ooh, okay, this is gonna be awkward. Alright, 4 blue Pikmin. We're gonna have to play our cards here a little bit carefully because, well, there's no way that we can get to them right now, so don't call them. Otherwise, the Mokwi is gonna eat them all up, and it's not gonna be a very pleasant exchange. But that's okay. We'll just keep on going. We'll come back for those ones too, we promise. And if we continue heading this way, these levels start getting really kind of long. Very ambitiously long. Okay, there is a thing in there. I just want to make sure we don't skip any of the rooms on the way back down, because we have finally found our first, ooh, okay, that was weird, batch of Pikmin that we can pick up at the very top of the Lonely Tower. Wonderful. This is not Lonesome Street. How's it going, fellas? Nice of you to join me. I didn't realize that Pikmin enjoyed being in such high altitudes, but no matter. It's time to make our descent after collecting the Rook, which is the private castle. Nice. Only worth 100. That sounds about right. Cool. Okay, so now we can finally destroy things and collect a ton of sparklium along the way, as long as my Pikmin don't get squished after falling to their untimely demise. That would not be good, so. Let's go kill this guy, which they don't really seem to pose much of a threat. Those damn spinneracks. I don't exactly know what the cause for celebration there was, but, you know, I'll take it. As this Mokwe has no idea what's happening, and, okay. Kinda squandered that with a couple of the reds there, but that's okay, because we are now joined by 2 blues and 2 reds. And as you can tell, this is, I think, the first stage where we start incorporating more than 2 variants of Pikmin colors in our party, which makes a lot of the puzzles much easier if you can only have fewer of each type. So it also makes some parts a little bit more difficult. In one of the upcoming stages, we have to use blue Pikmin, and they give us a very limited amount of those to do underwater shenanigans, and it's actually really tough. So some of these you actually are made a little bit difficult. Here we gotta wait a little bit for the Mokwe, just to make sure that he doesn't kill our Pikmin squad. We don't have to kill him. We probably shouldn't, in all honesty, but it would probably help to get them out of the way. There we go. Okay, we're down here. Is he gonna? He's not gonna drop off. He's not a dummy. Alright, well, you get a couple of hits on the butt. There we go. Wow, that was quick. That was really quick. I was not expecting that. But there, we have 12 Pikmin now at our disposal. And there was one more group that we saw a little bit earlier. Let's go and pick them up, shall we? Although, we should probably be wary of some of the more alternative routes we could be taking. You can always get back up if you miss a place. There's very few instances of points of no return, although this one I think we have to go it alone, so let's do that. Couldn't head in here earlier because of the sand wall, I guess, but it does give us the opportunity to collect 4 more blue Pikmin, which means we're almost done here. Hooray! I appreciate that you guys come and join me involuntarily, but I'd like to introduce you to your new family, with whom we've uprooted your original traditions, and you can now go on adventures with us. So let's go over here. I might as well collect this Sparklium while we're here. Wonderful. And bring them all down. So those flatter chucks can't actually hurt you, or your Pikmin, so just be wary that they can't get squished or anything. And let's grab these while we're here. Although that was probably a bad idea. Okay. It wasn't as bad an idea as I thought. We're fine. Let's go this way, and we can finally rescue these rock Pikmin in distress, but I just noticed this. Hold on. Oh, it was... okay. For some reason, I thought this was in a different area. This one gives us... not a lot? There's stuff up here. Okay. Yeah, because we can go along up there, too. Alright. That makes sense. Nice little trifecta. This Triforce of Sparklium. Wonderful. Thank you. Which brings our count really high, so I'm proud of us. Let's go and grab you guys and finally rescue those rock Pikmin that we've been eyeing for all these years. Although, let's not destroy this one. Oh no, there's a platform underneath it. Okay. The game wouldn't be that big of a dick to us, would it? Interesting. So, despite the fact that those rock Pikmin could have entered this area at any point while they were incarcerated in between the sand wall and a hard place, they opted not to. Very strange. And they also opted not to pick up the screwdriver. Way to go, fellas. This is great. Obviously, why I love the Pikmin series so much is the fact that they were originally intended to disobey you, which would be the worst, but I guess having the puberty system amongst their ranks kind of filters that out a little bit. But we've collected the undamaging javelin. That is fantastic. Thanks, guys. If you want to return to formation any second now, that would be great. Thank you. Come here, fool. Quit that banging, and let's get the hell out of here, because we've collected everything we need to here in the Lonesome Tower. And I just think that's a really nice mechanic to have introduced. It's not difficult or hard, it's different, and it kind of breaks up the monotony a little bit by not giving us any Pikmin until the end of this stage, technically. And then, I don't know, making us fight our way down. But I think that is everything we need to explore here, and we can just head on to the right, like we previously foresaw, and we'll be fine. Excuse me, you not want to come over here? I don't... Where are you going? I don't think... Thank you. I was just gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure there's a chuck down there, but... Let's bust on through the wall and finish the stage. This is gonna be a while before we're done with this place, isn't it? But celebrations are to be had as we finish the first stage of the Ravaged Rustworks. Ooh. Alright, results screen away! We have exactly 750 because I can do math in my head. Awesome, which brings us over 18,000. So the shooting spiner, the flatter chuck, metal bagel logged. Nice. And we brought back all 20 Pikmin to the park without any casualties. Again. And, alright, more activity. Cool. Might as well bring our wandering troop of Pikmin back over. Let's have them join their posse of friends. Oh, they're gonna totally show each individual type going to their thing. Watch this. Okay, here's only the rock Pikmin. Oh, God. And you can't skip it. It's like, it's silly. Unskippable cutscenes. Granted, after you play a level for the first time and you come back to it, you can skip those little minor, I guess, comedic relief little cutscenes, but it's so weird. Then again, it is a Pikmin game, so, or Nintendo rather. But hey, thanks for the 15 Sparklium, buddy. It's great. That's not even 15, it's 30. Nice. But that is entirely exhausted of all of its resources. We are draining this place like any good human being should do. Or Hakutation, I should say. Which means we can now start bringing Pikmin to the park outskirts. That was a little difficult to say. And we can actually send all of them over here and they would still help. Wonderful. Feel like we should be getting that 5th variety here pretty soon because the game all but spoils it for us that there is going to be another variety of Pikmin. God, look at them go. They're having a grand old time just running through each other's lines all disorganized. You're doing great, but with 18 Sparkling we've come far, but we can't stop now. I've gotten your energy gauge up to 5 now, ooh, because that has definitely been an issue for us, is survival. As far as, I don't know, taking damage is concerned. You've done a whole ton to help me. Good old SS Dolphin, number 2. But that, we've done 4A, and I'm skeptical on how long this will take. The Steel Pipe Forest, not particularly difficult, but at the same time, it might put the video a little bit over, so let's get into it. Oh boy, I sure do love the smell of rusty pipes and tetanus in the morning. It's fantastic, it might clear up these sinuses a bit too. So starting us off, we've got ourselves a couple of yellow Pikmin. These guys will definitely come in handy as we encounter our first cutscene. Alright, so we've got ourselves a new variety of sheer grubs here, aptly titled Spore Grubs. This level is going to be completely full of them, and you want to be careful because they go along the vines just straight out of the pipes, which means that they're a little unpredictable because they continually spawn, and if I hopefully don't miss any, something that a lot of people don't really talk about often is how divided your attention is when you're playing a game and commentating over it. And sometimes you'll miss certain things because your attention is so divided into trying to concentrate on doing a certain task. And for games like Hey Pikmin in particular, it's not that bad, but I would say the console Pikmin games were definitely a lot more difficult to concentrate in. But we've got ourselves the lopsided barbell. Nice, getting a lot of these metallic little choking hazards into our inventory. It's wonderful. But yeah, the spore grubs are gonna be everywhere, and they just love to hang out. Ooh, that was not good. Just gonna give him a concussion until he dies, and we are good. That is not an ideal place for Mokwi, I'm sorry. But aside from just sheer touching you, they can emit bursts of toxic. Okay. Neither of my Pikmin there died. That is fantastic. I was wholly expecting one of them to be dead. Aw, how cute. The whimsy. The humor. Alright, so they don't really pose much of a threat. It's just when you miss them, like I said, with your divided attention, it's where it gets a little annoying. They just attack in groups and it's no fun. Whew. Nice. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. This level isn't as bad. It's a little bit labyrinthian compared to the other ones, but it's still relatively straightforward. There's just a lot of different areas you can go. So starting off, I will head left here, and ultimately our goal is going to be kind of somewhere in the center of this mess, but there's a couple Pikmin hiding in there. And thank God for no fall damage. That would have been really unfortunate. And you good? Let's head in here. Because if I'm not mistaken, is this where we get introduced to the Bubble-Imp? No. But we do have, ooh, the return of these assholes, spiders. I forgot your name because we haven't seen you in a while. They're not very tricky though. Thank you. But we end up over here, and this is just a little bit to the right from where we literally just were. Are you good? Wow. That Pikmin fell for like 4 times. And, ooh, hold on. Let's make sure we grab this. Excuse me, thank you. Okay, you all wait here for just a second. This piques my interest. Damn, they are giving us a ton of this sparklium. Like a little too much, more than we need. It's like they just got really lazy and said, hey, let's go and put 50 of them right here. That would be awesome. And, ooh, wait. Yes, we can make it, nice. Although that Pikmin did not, unfortunately. Did he trip down there? I think he did, and then he tried jumping up the vine. Nice. Well done. Well done, my friend. Okay, so let's head over to the right here. This, Oakley. You mind not doing that? Thank you. I don't know how they got like behind him and onto the arch of his back like that, but you know, I'll take it. This game isn't exactly the best programmed as you guys have seen. That sparkling labyrinth bit, like, gets me every time, man. So if we head in here, let's take a look. Ooh, I want that. I want that cell phone, but I also don't want to deal with these spiners. It's not difficult. Ooh, oh yeah, and they shoot off those things. Completely forgot about that. I'm sure I've seen it at some point. I just completely forgot about it. Let's go grab this on our own with a little bit of platforming. And our next treasure is titled The Whisper Broadcaster. That sounds really creepy. Have you ever had anybody whisper to you in a telephone? It's odd. I don't like it. But enough of that. Let's get the hell out of here. We'll just keep heading right. I think our last treasure is actually over there too. We almost have all of our Pikmin, but... Aw, well, that was really unfortunate. They were just trying to have a good old time. And then they had to step into the age-old discrepancy of things not technically appearing or existing until they appear on camera in a 2D side-scrolling game. I don't know. It's one of those things. And hey, how's it going, buddy? Our last batch of Pikmin. And oh, this part is so annoying. Okay, so we're gonna constantly have these spore grubs falling down on us from above, so getting rid of them as quickly as possible is really kind of the most ideal situation we can have. Oh, okay. Looks like the game is really lenient on their hitboxes too, because I don't feel like Pikmin should fall through them without getting hit. Oh, that's bad. This is bad. Okay, now they're coming in droves. All right. Whoop. Oh. Okay. God, it makes me nervous. I think they're gonna still spawn. Yeah, look at them go. Holy smokes. Might as well just let them go pass. As, oh no, one of them is, this is not good. Okay, we gotta go rescue him from the Spore Grub army. Help me, brother. Okay, come on guys. Yes, nice, thank you for falling through the floor. These Pikmin just freak out and run away. Damn, okay. We're all here, no casualties, and they're dead. God, I feel like they should make a Pikmin version of the movie 300. That would be pretty apt, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, our final treasure is right over here. Let's collect it. I don't remember what this one was called, actually. 'Cause I think that, for some reason, is... Did I mistake it for makeup the first time I played it? I may have, but it's the Metamorphocistern. Yes, because it changes people's faces and... Yeah. Change your face or change your name. I hate that they continually spawn out of this area. Or they don't in any of the other ones. And I really wish that Olimar would have retained his punching abilities, his Olimar punch. Because that would make taking care of some of these simpler enemies a lot easier instead of putting your Pikmin in a line of fire. Because in previous games, you weren't really in any trouble of losing Pikmin. It wasn't so much a punishment for losing them as much as it was an inconvenience for the player. Whereas here, you have to play through the entire stage again and get all of the Pikmin to get the little gold statue. And it's like they put more of an emphasis on the puzzle aspects here and using your Pikmin correctly. So, I don't know. In some ways, this game is a little less lenient than its console counterparts, but we're almost done. We have all the treasures, all the Pikmins. Let's get the hell out of here, because I think I'm gonna go to bed. I'm getting really tired lately. It's very hot and smoky outside. I don't know if you guys have been reading the news, but Washington is literally on fire. And right now, Seattle is getting fucked up with smoke. I am sorry, but it really is. And it's hard to breathe. We woke up this morning thinking that the house was on fire because of how thick the smoke was coming in from the window. So, get out of here. Alright, I think we're good. That is all of the enemies, and we've made it back to the Dolphin, our ship. Whew. Finally. Dun, 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 dun. Hooray for celebrations and bringing back all of our Pikmin friends in one piece. Alright, let's get the hell out of the steel pipe forest. Whose bright idea was that? Results brings us a whopping total of 829. Beautiful. Spore Grub, Lopsided Barbell, and the Whisper Broadcaster. Cool. And nobody died. And we only, I guess they were the only enemies that we brought back. And we have 500 Pikmin now. Wow. I wasn't actually expecting that so soon, but, you know, I'll take that. Because we're over halfway through the game, and obviously, I guess you probably could have expected that at some point. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, next time on Hey Pikmin, I hope you guys will join me for one of the more annoying stages in the entire game. And I only say that because it's really long, it has an alternate exit that we need to take, and there is a lot of potential for death here. It's very easy to lose your Pikmin here, but we do learn of a new concept, and we are introduced to a very scary type of enemy. It just seems like one of those odd concoctions that should never exist. Anyway, next time, I'll see you guys at the pollution pool. Thanks for watching.